Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my playthrough of the Elder Scrolls Online. In the last episode, we had just saved Davon's watch from the Covenant invasion and unleashed a fucking monster called Balrith, which we have to go and put back into the Ash Mountain at some point. But for now, we have conveniently a group dungeon that has a nice little story to it. So we're going to go head that way and complete that for today's episode. Let's go right on our way here. And on the way, we actually have this another lore book here. The Origin of the Mages Guild. The idea of a collection of mages, sorcerers, and associated mystics pooling their resources and talents for the purpose of research and public charity was a revolutionary concept in the early years of the Second Era. The only organization even close in aim and structure to what we know today as a Mages Guild was the Sigic Order of the Isle of Artaeum. At the time, magic was something to be learned by individuals, or at most within intimate covens. Mages were, if not actually hermits, usually quite solitary. The Sigic Order served the rulers of Somerset Isle as counselors, and chose its members through a complex, ritualized method not understood by outsiders. Its purpose and goal likewise went unpublished, and detractors attributed the worst evils as the source of the Order's power. Actually, the religion of the Old Order could be described as ancestor worship, an increasingly unfashionable philosophy in the Second Era. When Venus Galerian, a Sigic of Artaeum and student of the famed Iacasis, I butchered that, began collecting magic users from around Somerset Isle, he attracted the animosity of all. He was operating out of the urban center of Firsthold, and there was a common and not entirely unfounded attitude that magical experiments should be conducted only in unpopulated areas. Even more shocking, Galerian proposed to make magical items, potions, and even spells available to any member of the general public who could afford to pay. No longer was magic to be limited either to the aristocracy or intelligentsia. Galerian was brought before Iacasis, and the king of Firsthold, Rillis the 12th, and made to state the intentions of the fraternity he was forming. The fact that Galerian's speech to Rillis and whatever his name is was not recorded for posterity is doubtless a tragedy, though it does afford opportunity for historians to amuse one another with speculation about the lies and persuasions Galerian might have used to found the ubiquitous organization. The charter at any rate was approved. Almost immediately after the guild was formed, the question of security had to be addressed. The Isle of Artaeum did not require form of arms to shield it from invaders. When the Sigic Order does not wish someone to land on the Isle, it and all its inhabitants simply become insubstantial. The new Mages Guild, by contrast, had to hire guards. Galerian soon discovered that the Tamrielic nobility has known for thousands of years. Money alone does not buy loyalty. The Knightly Order of the Lamp was formed the following year. Like a tree from an acorn, the Mages Guild grew branches all over Somerset Isle and gradually the mainland of Tamriel. There are numerous records of superstitious and sensibly fearful rulers forbidding the guild in their domains, but their heirs and heirs' eventually recognized the wisdom of allowing the guild free reign. The Mages Guild has become a powerful force in Tamriel, a dangerous foe if a somewhat disinterested ally. There have been only a few rare incidents of the Mages Guild actually becoming involved in local political struggles. On those occasions, the guild's participants have been the ultimate decider in the conflict. As begun by Vanus Galerian, the Mages Guild as an institution is presided over by a supreme council of 6 archmagisters. Each guild hall is run by a magister, assisted by a twofold council, the Perquisitor and the Master Palatinus, who is also the leader of the local chapter of the Order of the Lamp. One need not be a member of the Mages Guild to know that this carefully contrived hierarchy is often nothing more than a chimera. As Vanus Galerian himself said bitterly, leaving Tamriel to travel to other lands, the guild has become nothing more than an intricate morass of political infighting. Interesting. Okay, and we're actually like super close to this public dungeon here. Let's get right up the road here. We have a very suspicious, strange chest. Portal to Crowswood.
Blasted portal magic. So temperamental.
The hell's going on? Tell Baril Oren.
I hope you're not here to attack me. If I die before I stabilize this portal, you'll be trapped here. Since killing me is off the table, I could use some help.
What kind of help?
My father, Untitled, is missing. He disappeared from his workshop in Davon's watch. I think his disappearance has some connection to this place. I want to know what, and then find him if I can.
What do you know about his disappearance?
He was there one day and gone the next. His notes call this place Crow's Wood. It's the only clue I have. I thought I saw an old house up the trail. Could you take a look? I need to stabilize this portal.
Okay, I'll go check out the house.
I must concentrate, or the portal will close. Excuse me.
So, what is this place?
We're in a pocket of oblivion. Everything you see is crafted from illusion and metaphor. Even the grass beneath your feet is just a memory of grass. Your mind is struggling to make sense of the chaos around us.
A pocket of oblivion?
Technically, the Crow's Wood is part of Evergloam, one of the realms of Oblivion. It is the realm of perpetual twilight, ruled by the Daedric Prince Nocturnal.
You seem to know a lot about Oblivion.
I've spent most of my life studying Oblivion and the various methods of fighting Daedric threats. The Tribunal is wary of Daedra, and with good reason. Nothing good ever comes from Oblivion.
So why was the portal that brought me here inside a chest?
Perhaps I didn't think it through. I was hoping it would prevent random passers-by from entering the portal. I suppose I should have disguised it as something less intriguing. Well, live and learn. Since you're here, I could use some assistance.
Okay. Why is he using a sword to do that? A weirdo. Okay. Let's go to that house that he mentioned. I think it's right over there. And in these public dungeons, we have these bosses, actually. If you take a look on the map here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bosses to kind of take care of. And then once we do that, it'll give us one of the achievements for the game. So we're going to do our best to solo all of this. Should be kind of hard to do, actually. Let's see how we can do it. Too bad. And we got a letter, Crowswood Traveler's Log. I've been wandering for what feels like days. My rations have long since run out, and the flesh of the creatures here somehow refuses to fill my belly. The weather grows cold, and the crows keep me up at night with their insane rambling and squawking. I found shelter in this cave, writing by the light of the single candle I have left. With the luck I've been having, this is probably the lair of a bear. He died before he can finish writing that. That sucks, dude.
Stop, trespasser! Halt right there!
I'm sorry, what? The talking raven?
Intruder! Halt! Halt! Intruder!
A talking crow? Sorry, not a raven.
You have entered the domain of the Black Feather Court. You must pay the toll, flesh or silver. Choose!
And if I refuse?
Then, well, things will go badly for you. Droppings on your shiny clothes. Yes, that's it. An incessant cawing will keep you awake all through the night. Do not cross Black Feather Court, intruder.
I'll humor you, crow. For now.
There are 2 tolls you can pay. The toll of flesh or the toll of silver. Choose.
Tell me about the toll of silver.
The toll of silver. Search the dark caves and the farthest corners of the woods. Collect trinkets of shiny silver left by those who fell to the wolves. Glitter and glister. Such trinkets please us with their luster.
And tell me about the toll of flesh.
The toll of flesh commits you to fight our enemies, the wretched bats of this wood. Each time you kill a bat, we'll descend to feast upon the bat's tender bits.
Oh. Okay, so I'm ready to choose.
Speak then, featherless one.
I think I'll take the toll of flesh.
Then we shall feast on our foes. When you have killed 4 and 4 of the flying rats, find the seneschal of Carrion.
8 bats? I can do that. Very easy. We got this charred note. That stupid witch has given me everything. So eager for companionship, desperate for a friend other than the pestering birds of this miserable corner of oblivion. She taught me all the magic I wanted to learn. The Magister of the Black Feather Court taught me binding spells, Daedric magic, all of it. All at her command. Her price was so ludicrous. I've never been so pleased as I was when I locked her in that blasted tower. No bargain is going to drag me back to her side. I'm taking everything with me. I'll burn this house to the ground and leave the witch in her tower to rot.
Chilling. Look at this place. It was deliberately set on fire.
Oh, this must be his father. You might want to take a look at these notes.
Interesting. Why was my father here? And who is this witch he mentioned?
Tell me what you want me to do now.
I stabilized the portal, but it's not going to stay that way. I need to attend to it. Would you go to the court my father mentioned? Maybe someone there knows of his fate.
Okay, I'll find the Black Feather Court. Definitely not his father. I was wrong about that. But we also
There you
have another boss down here. Or they're supposed to be, but this guy's already killed it. Feels bad. We can at least get this Sky Shard. Not too bad, not too bad. I don't think there was any notes around here, was there? Any little bits of paper to read? No? Okay. There goes the third boss of the area. Doing pretty good so far. Goes number 4. Looks like we need 3 more bats as well. And this should be the last one here. And here is the Black Feather Court. Awesome.
You! Knave tells me you choose toll of flesh. True? True?
True. I paid the toll of flesh.
The court is fat and happy. The bats are dead, and we have fed. Eyes and wings and skin and ears, such tender bits. We are pleased with your tribute, Featherless. The Duke wishes to speak with you.
Okay. Nice.
The Featherless has paid the toll. Let this be known throughout the wood.
It is known. I'm going to talk to the court magister here.
Want something, Featherless?
Do you know Untitled?
Ah, yes, the Dark Elf. He was a diligent student. Is somewhat crass. Talented, to be sure. But there was something off-putting about him. My suspicions were confirmed when he locked Crow Mother in the tower. Of course, she got her way in the end.
I don't understand. How did she get her way?
Crow Mother is lonely. She doesn't get many visitors, and we, her children, aren't the best company. Hard to believe, but true. We agreed that if we'd teach Untitled the secrets of magic, he would return to her side.
And now he's back here?
Yes! The bargain's power brought him to her side and locked him in the tower. It's just as well, really. You want to talk to them? Untitled left his tower key in a ruined structure nearby. It's in a cursed chest with a fiery guardian.
Okay, so I'll go find the key. Thank you, Magister. Very nice guy. Talk to the Duke of Crows.
Approaches!
The Seneschal said I should speak with you, Your Grace.
Indeed. Your efforts will be rewarded, my featherless subject. You are the first to satisfy the terms of our toll. I hereby bestow upon you citizenship in these woods, as well as vassal servants to aid you. Welcome to Crow's Wood, fledgling.
Very nice.
Take care of your new vassals, fledgling.
I have questions about your court, Your Grace.
Questions? We charge you a toll, yet you want to talk instead of pecking us? Miraculous. Speak!
What are you exactly?
What? What? We are crows. Do crows not hold court where you come from? Do they not cluster, conspiring and plotting and politicking? Watch them more closely, more carefully. Pay attention next time.
Where did you come from?
Crow Mother hatched us, taught us to talk. She made me the Duke, for I am the smartest and biggest and loudest. But then she forgot us. I think she was tired of our cawing and wanting. Want. We won't.
Do you miss your mother?
The crow must leave the nest and fly. Crow Mother has left us dominion over the wood, and our war with bats and wolves keeps us busy. Enough talk, fledgling. The wood is yours to explore. Go!
Thank you very much. All right, man. What an interesting group of crows. So I think we actually have to go inside this little broken down tower here and open the chest that has his key inside of it. Yeah, cursed chest. Which then spawns, yep. Come on outside. Come on. It's actually kind of close. I think I'll go and get some food really quickly. Got the spiders along the way. Make easy work of it. And then we have our... What boss is this? Fifth? Yeah, fifth boss. Nice and easy. So we just unlocked the Crowswood Conqueror for killing all the single-handed bosses here. And before we go inside of there, there's actually one last boss to do. I believe this one is more of a group boss, but we'll manage. So for this we have to kill, obviously, groups of race here. There's 2 down to go. And that should spawn the main boss. Yep. Nice and easy. Get a skill point out of it. And there's our achievement for the group event. So now we'll just go inside the locked tower here, talk to Crow Mother.
Intruder, are you here to take him away from me?
Oh shit, she's a hag raven. Oh no.
We bargained in good faith. All fair and square. You can't have him.
What in oblivion are you?
Why recoil so? Am I truly so hideous? Would you spurn me as Untitled did years ago?
Is Untitled here? His son, Tamriel, is trying to find him.
Yes, Untitled is here. We made a bargain, but he thought to renege by binding me in this tower. He still fights me. He doesn't want to stay. Make him see reason. Make him honor our agreement.
I don't understand. Tell me about this bargain.
Sweet Untitled came to me, the nether niece of the Nocturnal, to learn the secrets of the forgotten magic. In exchange, when the time came, he was to return to keep me company. That was our bargain, sealed in blood and arcane runes.
So he didn't adhere to his part of the bargain?
He tried to avoid his responsibilities, but the magic wouldn't allow it. He made a tiny miscalculation. When he left, that hurt me deeply. He used me, but I forgive him. He must stop fighting and stay with me.
I know precisely how I'm going to deal with you.
Do you now? Very well, intruder. Tell me.
I don't think that she was a deceiver. He knew well in advance what he was getting himself into, and he decided to go against the terms of his agreement. So I think he should honor it.
Thank you.
in the corridors below us, trying to blast his way out with magic. The magic we taught him. Please, don't kill him. I don't want to be alone.
Okay, I'll try not to hurt him. Now we get to go down and try to talk him into seeing reason. Being a man. Owning his part of the bargain. Oh, he doesn't want to talk.
Mother sent you, didn't she? I'm not staying in this cursed place. Enough! Enough, curse you! I yield. The witch gets her way. I'll stick to the terms of our deal.
Good man. Alright, good talk, man. Good stuff. See if you have any notes laying about. Pro spell of binding. By the snare of Hirsine and the trail of Namira's slime, I bind this place 3 times, 7 times. By Malakaz's curse in the skull of Vermina, I bind name of victim to this summoning arena. By the razor of Dagon and the chains of Moloch Ball, when the time is at hand, you will answer my call. Ah, that's what she did to him. That sucks. A simple little poem, a little bit of magic sprinkled on top.
Isn't this better, my love? No more bickering.
Bickering? I think there'll be a lot of bickering when my son gets here.
You have a son. I can't wait to meet him. He can stay here with us. There's plenty of room.
Great. Just great.
he brought that on himself. That's not anybody's fault but his own.
You brought my sweet Untitled to his senses. Thank you, mortal. Now we can be together forever and ever.
What are you? You never told me.
You stand before another niece of the Mistress of Shadows. I am the Crow Mother, the Daedra Lord of this region of Everglow.
And why do you want Untitled to stay here?
Even kin of the Night Mistress grow lonely. The crows I created from my feathers were pleasant enough company for a while, but I tired of them. Untitled was my first visitor. He was so kind to me.
Interesting.
It's not all bad. At least I get a feather bed, right? Ask my son to come up to the tower. I'd like him to meet his new stepmother.
What made you think you could cheat this witch?
I don't know. Desperation, I suppose. I knew I'd made a terrible bargain, and I didn't want to live with it. But I do, don't I?
Your son followed you here, you know.
Of course he did. He's my son. He's intelligent and resourceful. I left him all the clues he would need. I was hoping for a rescue, not rebuke from a stranger. Are we done?
We are done. Enjoy your life with Crow Mother. Ugh. Alright, so now we gotta go and tell his son what happened. We can take a nice little shortcut on the way down.
You're back. Did you find my father?
Your father's in the tower with the Daedra Lord. It's a long story.
He's alive, though. Hey, and bless you, my friend. I'll get things squared away here and make my way to the tower. I can't believe my fortune running into you here. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome? He doesn't... I didn't really tell him, did I? He has no idea what's gonna happen. Oh well, not my fault. Alright, and with that done, we are going to end today's episode there. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you guys in the next episode.